Hello? Is anyone there? Is anyone awake? Is it just me? Ah, might just be me. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. My ad break is about to start. I don't know anything about AI, but what I do know is that we're gonna do it. You're a clanker? Hello? No. No, I'm not. Excuse you. Games. Look at this. Could a clanker do this? Could a clanker look at my game? Look at my game, it's coming together. What the fuck? That doesn't look right. Hold on. Can we start that over? Okay. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? All right. This is gonna blow your mind. Look at them. They play the cards. I'll play this one. They're going. What do you mean, sad face? It's perfect. It's everything you ever wanted. What's happening right now? I feel like they're cheating. Yeah, when they run out of cards, maybe they shouldn't still be doing whatever this is. When Poker Face gets down to science. So right now, the bots don't play very smart. The way the bots play is they play the first card in their hand, which is technically illegal. Like you actually can't do that in this game. So what I want to do is I want to train some sort of, I don't know. I think I want to train a model because I think it's not actually trivial to just like make a big if else statement bot. Like you can make a simple one, but I don't think you can make like a really strong one without a lot of effort. But you can probably make a really strong one if you like do the AI stuff. So I wanna teach the robot how to play the game. But I've never done this. I don't know anything about training robots to do anything. So we've got a little bit of learning here. I found someone's blog post about how to do Connect 4. I found a toolkit for reinforcement learning in card games, which sounds like similar to the thing that I want to do. This is a tutorial for this thing. Jupyter Notebook. That's how you know it's a good one. They got it in the Jupyter Notebook. They've got an official website. Now, hold on. Imperfect information games. That's what we have. We have an imperfect information game because you can only see the cards in your hand. You can't see the cards in the other people's hands. I asked ChatGPT what to do. It said that maybe this thing, maybe this thing is the thing I should Google. Oh, we got a PowerPoint. All right, let's go. Counterfactual regret minimization. Let me try and parse that phrase. Counterfactual would mean that would mean if it's counterfactual, it's not true. It's a lie. So we're gonna minimize the regret of our lies. We're gonna we're yeah. What? Lie regret minimization. Okay. Yes. Or is the regret itself counterfactual? Like the counterfactual regret minimization sounds like a lifelong goal. Yeah. It's a noble pursuit. So you got the extensive form games recap. That was last lecture. Hope you were here. If not, you can watch the lecture online. It's fine. History H is the ground truth of the game. All cards for all players. Information sets is observation for one player. And then you obviously the rest is trivial. Sequence form is different. That's where you store the probabilities for sequences of actions. And then the set of strategies is convex, not concave. And then the expected utility of game is bilinear. I may not have taken enough math classes for these slides. So, it's a polytope. We all know. On the count of three, we'll all say what we think polytope means. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to spoil it, so I'll just wait for you to type your answer. It's if you said it's a geometric object with flat sides, you'd be right. Waifu? No, it's a geometric object with flat sides. So maybe like a live 2D model. It's a generalization of three-dimensional polyhedra to any number of dimensions. What? Bilinear saddle point problem. Oh, I know about that. How easy. Consequence. A lot of results carry over from normal form games when using sequence form strategies. These slides might not be... now we're getting to the good stuff. Arbitrary triplexes. I'll run RM. That'll delete it. Feed the counterfactual values to the regret minimizer. I never thought of that. That would be a good way to do counterfactual regret minimization. Yeah. Oh, I see. Suppose the orange local strategies were output at time t by regret minimizers at each decision point. If both players in a zero-sum extensive form game play according to CFR, average strategy converges to Nash equilibrium at a rate of 1 over root t. Even better algorithm, Escher. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That was a fun rabbit hole. Maybe Reddit will make it make more sense. They compute the regret based on the last state, or in poker, they compute regret based on what last happened. I wish when I saw something 10 moves ago, I did X. It's a decomposition of regret of a sequence of decisions. Are you learning to play a horsey game? What? What do you mean? Horsey game? I wanted to play this card game. Look at this. Watch this. Look at the technology. You're making good AI? Well, I don't know if it's going to be any good. I've never done one of these. I've never done any, like, model training thing. Hi, good night. Hi, good night. Have you ever done one of these liquid cake? Would you like to point me in the right direction? It's a hot meme game where you breed AI horses which have a leg rotation function. Is it Minecraft? They've got that mechanic in there. I don't know what I'm doing at all. I just hit the live button and I did like 20 minutes of reading before I started the stream. UCT, what's UCT? Not a real thing. I didn't even see what the message was. You deleted it so fast. Holy. Hold on. Tree culling algorithm, where you have a regret function, which is basically the biased probabilities that you lose on that tree. Huh. It sounds similar to the CFR thing. Upper confidence bound for trees. We were looking at counterfactual regret minimization. Have you had good results using AI to write shaders? I've got a tweet about this from a while ago. Let me see. Let's see how the AI did with shader code. Oh, here it is. Granted, it was a year ago, but it did make some pretty impressive suggestions. I had a bug in my shader, and Claude said, if you change the multiply by 0.5 to divide by 2, that'll fix your problem. Which did not fix my problem because, in fact, that's not different. That's actually the same. So that's kind of a weird suggestion to try. And I haven't tried it since because that was the dumbest shit I've ever read in my life. Okay. I'm talking to Sky Gray on the Discord. He says I should Google genetic programming. If it's compiled literally, the divide is slower. Yeah, but like it's not compiled literally. The compiler is definitely going to make those the same thing. So what is all this about? Not to be confused with genetic engineering. Oh. I think this is what we want. Imagine Sky Gray comes into the channel and we're reading about genetic engineering after he told me to look at genetic programming. I'm just like, I don't see how this is going to solve our problem. Like, I think he was misleading us. I think we are getting trolled. Like, what is this? Who is this guy? This looks hard. I don't have this hardware. Is this like an RTX model? Like, what is this? Okay, dumb bit, sorry. Genetic programming is an evolutionary algorithm just popped in, and the title and the page we're on is wild. You know, I think we were on the wrong page. I think we were supposed to be on this one, but we were on this one. A little bit of a misclick. I'll keep this one open just in case I was right all along. We're trying to teach a clanker how to play a card game. I've never done this. I don't know how to do this. So I'm Googling, as you do. And by Googling, I mean DMing people on Discord who know more stuff than I do. Your clanker's making a card game? Nice. You wanna see mine? It's work in progress. Look at this. This is the card game called Euchre that's popular in the Midwest. What do you mean, Can you keep it open as an OBS overlay in one corner just to remind people what you're planning to do with bacteria? Who are these men? This is Bill. They're exactly how I play cards. I know, right? I did that animation myself. Thank you very much. Why do they all look the same? I haven't implemented the different characters yet. Monte Carlo tree search is what you're looking for, by the way. I think there's multiple ways to do this. But yeah, we did see what Monte Carlo CFR was something I was gonna Google. MC CFR. Oh, good, more slides. Leading algorithm for solving partially observable games. Used by every top poker AI in the past 7 years. Holy shit. Okay. Maybe we're cooking with this one. But there are more characters. Like we got Bradley. We got Bethany. We got so many characters. We got Eugene. Frank. Really hard to implement, but the results are the results. Okay, I might do something similar. Should you refer to the three of them by saying this is Bill? Yes. I don't see why you're confused. We got Georgina, Meredith, and Sherry. Why are they all boomers? What do you mean? They look young to me. They look young and able-bodied, ready to game. Are you saying no? I think you are. You're saying that they look like boomers, but I'm saying they look 40 tops. Why is what? That was like scrolling itself. Why is this scrolling itself? What the fuck? Hold on. Something is something is not right with this UI. I'm not scrolling. I'm just moving my mouse left and right and the Okay, I think I fixed it. I think I just needed to click on the scroll bar. They look as old as my dad, but he recently built an entire conservatory on his own. Okay, I think we're calling in the expert. I'm phoning a
Yo,
friend. Hello?
hello. Can you hear
Are
me?
you at work?
Yeah,
Well, this is work related because you work with like artificial.
I am a clanker trainer. I run a classroom of clankers.
Well, that's good because the title of the stream is "How to Train Your Clanker," and I don't know how to do it, so I feel like I've been misleading everyone so far. Someone in
Oh
chat
no.
says what I want is Monte Carlo CFR,
That could work. Yeah.
and I found some slides saying it's used by every top poker AI in the past 7 years. Wait, what year are these slides from though? 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Now hold on.
I mean, it's probably some modified version of it, right?
Yeah,
So I wouldn't
but
doubt
there's
it.
like so many different ways to do this.
There's a million different ways to do this, and I think none of them are particularly like wrong. I
Yeah.
think though, what's probably easiest is I don't think euchre is a much simpler game than poker, unfortunately.
It's still not
Uh,
simple. Like, I don't
it's
think
not
you're just
simple.
like if I were to write the logic myself by hand with if else, I think it would take me a long time to like get it to handle all of the cases that I think about when I play.
That's fair.
And I don't think I'm like the best player. Like I'm a pretty strong player, but I don't think I'm the best player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
There's
is this the person who told us to learn genetic engineering? It is. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see. Let me share my. Actually, no. If I share my screen, it's gonna crash my computer.
Yeah, I can
So
just put your stream on. I can just put
yeah,
this.
we started reading the Wikipedia page for genetic engineering, and I just don't really see how it's relevant.
I
Um,
think oh, go ahead.
no, no. I just is this. Am I on the right page?
Uh this is genetic engineering, which is like doing like CRISPR and stuff. I don't think
Yeah,
that
I
that's really
like. I don't
correct.
think I have this kind of
I
GPU.
don't know if this
I
is
don't know. Is this like that NVIDIA one? This is AMD. Who
you're gonna
who
have to
makes
like find some like Reddit threads, I think, about eugenics or something if you want to go down this route. I don't know if this is
like do these guys do they play the cards or like where how
yeah,
do
you
they
like
factor in?
yeah, so you're gonna get like a bunch of amoeba in like a petri dish, and then you're gonna show them like the ace of spades, and you're just gonna see what they do.
Yeah, see
And
which
then
direction they go to.
if they swim up, that means play the card.
Okay,
It's like running
okay.
on bacteria or whatever.
Someone in chat has been censored by Automod for saying Claude. Um,
That's funny.
you got to censor Claude if you're gonna type that. That's a slur around here.
Have you had 8 million people telling you to use like Clawbot or whatever the hell it's called? Heck, it's
No,
called.
but my coworkers want to set one up, and I'm like, you guys are stupid.
I
Uh,
Hey, listen, it's the vulnerability of the year, you know? Like end
yeah,
users can run malicious code on their own computer.
Clord. Okay, I like Clord. Clord is good. Make an opponent AI good. See, I could do that, but like then I will feel no satisfaction, which sucks, and I also won't learn anything. So like,
I I think a fun project. I don't know if it's necessarily like the best,
I
like
just want it to be
perfect
better than the
solution.
one I'm gonna write with the if else tree, because I'm also gonna write one of those.
I think it would be cool to try like a like a genetic programming version of this because I don't
Uh-huh.
there's I think there's like a lot of inputs, but there's not like a billion inputs, you know what I mean?
Well,
And
what's an input?
well, okay, so in euchre there's four suits and there's how many like cards of each suit can be played? It's
Um,
was it it's like five or six or something? It's nine to ace, right?
yeah.
So it's nine, 10 plus four is
I
6, right?
wonder, are there, okay, high level question.
Yeah.
So there's like basically two games that happen during euchre, like during a
Yes.
hand. There's the voting phase is like
Yep.
basically its own game,
Yeah.
and then the playing part is like, but would you combine them into one, or would you train those two things separately?
I would probably train them separately.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
leaning towards that as well.
yeah. There could be some like cross input where you have an extra like flag where it's like, was I the one that chose to pick it up? Like would be an extra input for your like playing decision.
Yeah.
But I don't think
Or maybe also, yeah, maybe it's just an input of who decided to pick it up. Because it could also be your
oh that would work
partner
too.
versus,
Yeah.
okay. So inputs are just like you just kind of arbitrarily say like these are the things that are like the starting state.
Yeah, I think so. The good news is like you can kind of do this without loss of generality. Like all of the suits are the same suit, right? There's the trump suit, there's the same color jack, and then the rest are just like basically the off color suits are the same thing, right? There's like no functional difference between them.
Right.
And so you don't need to keep track of suits, I don't think, for your inputs. And so you'd basically map the six cards for like the trump suit, the one off card, and then the two like not off color suits. And then you would just have inputs for like, have I seen this card played? Or I guess like, did partner play it? Did person to my left play it or whatever? And that's the information you use to make decisions of like what have I seen been played so far? And then you have the information about the current like trick, which is like what was played first, what has been played so far, and then you would make your decisions based off those like two things, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you sort of like have like the game state brain and then you have like the trick state brain. But in reality, it's the same, like they're on the same level of inputs, right?
Okay. And so you probably play a whole hand at a time,
Yeah.
and then maybe you get,
Well, I think with GP, the kind of convenient thing is you can play like the basically the whole game will take under like a half a second, right? You can have the bots literally play like an entire
oh
game.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then whichever one did the best, you just kind of recombine and make a couple more layers or not no more layers necessarily, but like do some like recombination. And that way you don't have to like pre-program like what do I think is like the good strategy or like it'll just use emergent behavior to like find the best strategies basically.
I'm getting raided by Adam C. Eunice. Hello. Thank you for the raid. I'm getting taught how to program AI by Sky Gray.
Oh god. Don't put my name on that sentence.
Yeah.
Leave me anonymous.
Is it Sky Gray with a E in the gray? It is,
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah, two E's, one on both ends of the name.
Okay, God, this is the right channel.
Oh god.
I did it.
I don't want people to know me as the AI person. That's cringe. I make
Okay,
games.
not the
Not me.
AI person normally. Not the AI person on Twitch. The game person on
Yay.
Twitch. But the AI person in this call.
Fair enough.
But we're making the good kind of AI, the kind that doesn't like ruin the world, I think. Well, you never know. If I train it to be good enough at the game, it might become sentient.
If you want my hot take of the century, I think this is going to be the next, like after transformer models, I think it's going to be genetic programming,
Oh no.
like
So we're
AI.
ahead of the curve.
Or yeah, because I think transformer models have basically hit their peak. There's like no more worlds left to
You
conquer.
know, I
They
was
ate the whole internet.
I was asking ChatGPT. It said I could make transformer over card tokens. And I was like, that doesn't seem like it would be the right way to do this.
That's like hey, I'm trying to like hang this door frame. What should I use? It's like, oh, have you tried like this entire like construction crew and a wrecking ball? I don't really know if that's the right fit, but it's possible, technically speaking.
Yeah. It's like, what if instead of, training a bot to play the game, you like train a bot to be a human and then have the human play the game? That could work.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm screen peeking, but it also says attention over trick history, which is just an extremely funny.
Yeah.
Your computer's gonna catch fire just to decide to play
All
like the
right.
Ace of Hearts or the King of
Implement
Hearts.
this one. Here we go. It's working.
I wonder if it'll just tell you to like wrap like a Chat GPT API or
Yeah, it
something.
just shells out to Claude. Uh, yep.
Oh my god, card embeddings.
We were doing PyTorch.
Oh no.
Hey, this looks pretty good.
I mean, part of that I would actually reuse. Like I mean, you're gonna turn the stuff into vectors
I don't wanna generate any of it. I'll just write it because I've never done
at
this
some
stuff.
point, right?
Oh,
I've been
only
writing
1 to 2 hours per 10 million hands. It's not that
I
bad.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, it's expecting that I have the like, what's the crazy one? What's the AI
Oh, some like
GPU?
thread ripper or something.
No, it says GPU. It don't say no
Oh,
CPU.
sorry. Do you have an NVIDIA graphics card? Can you do
I
CUDA?
do. I could CUDA.
I don't think this is a CUDA situation, to be
All
honest with
right.
you. But you could. You could. It's fun. CUDA's fun. Try it. Why not?
I don't know how.
It's
I
you're on
found
Linux, right?
this thing that exists that uh, I was looking at too. I don't know what it does. So that means it's good, I think. It's a toolkit
RL.
for RL in card games,
Oh, there you
which,
go.
sounds like what I would want
Yeah.
because it's a card game. But
They,
like, I don't understand any of these things that they say in here.
it's so funny reading through like AI papers now because like okay, like you'll hit stuff like this. The algorithm can support petting zoo
Yeah,
now.
I did see what
What
petting
is
zoo
what
was.
does that mean?
I don't know what I'd think if I downloaded a meme card game and it maxed out my GPU for 10 seconds for every AI move just to try to beat me into the ground. Well, don't worry. We'll pre-train the model. We'll run the model on the server.
Like Amazon data warehouse just catching fire, trying to figure
Yeah.
out what to play next.
Um
Honestly, this looks pretty solid. Like you probably could just
I haven't, but
run
like
this.
what does the code look like? They've got multiple games in here.
Oh, they probably
Let's
have Euchre, no?
No. They've got Rummy.
I mean,
Hmm.
Bridge and Rummy are
Oh wait, Bridge is
fairly
similar.
low scale. Yeah,
All right. Bridge is very similar, I think.
I think so too. Yeah,
I've never played it though.
you have to do the same thing. I think in Bridge where you have to like match suits and everything too. I wonder how they do the like card inputs. Because
Yeah,
like
what's
maximum
like
lazy is you just like have like 1 or 0 for each card, right? And you're like, have I seen it? Have I not? Like whatever, or is it in the trick or whatever? Um, but I think in Euchre specifically, you can get a little bit more cheeky with it and be like, did my partner play this card? And like you mark it in uh, like in the inputs differently. If like your partner played it, or if you've seen it, but like a enemy played it or something. I think it'd be interesting.
What is this? How do I know what this does? Like, I guess this
I,
is, they've like got some abstraction here that's annoying. Um,
I think it's the bridge judger is the
oh,
class you're probably
Judger.
looking for. Yeah, I see bridge judge. Well, that might be the judge of the
Uh,
game actually as well. I'm not 100% sure.
Judger.
Somewhere in there, going to be something where it
Oh,
has like on what to do for the decision.
oh, get legal actions. Here we go. So presumably this gets called somewhere.
Yeah, it probably maps some like cards in hands to what's legal or whatever. That's the one thing that's tricky with GP is like at the beginning, there's no it doesn't have a concept of like what's legal or not, and so it'll generate things that like don't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to like generate like a list, or you have to basically get like the probability list on all of the actions that it can take, and then filter it through like which ones are actually legal, and then take the highest from there. But I still think honestly, this RL thing looks like it might work like out of the box faster. I think GP would be more interesting because you'd probably see some like cool emergent behavior, but
Okay, well, like a high level, what are we looking at to do a GP thing? Like what? Probably Python is
yeah,
everything's Python, right?
yeah, probably like uh basically you would decide what your like input set is going to be, and then
But what am I feeding
you
that into, or do I just write it all myself?
you would you would then create a set of things that can be combined in like a neural network basically. So you can either say like the lazy version is like plus minus divide multiply, or like binary, or like and or exclusive or whatever. um, and then you basically just like put those into a list, and then when you create the next generation of stuff, you just pull random stuff from that list, and you combine your input vector with those, like that bag of random inputs. So maximum simple example, let's say you can see like you have two cards in your hand, left or right, and it you know left card is like ace, right card is king or whatever.
Uh-huh.
You create a network that's going to take those two inputs of left card and right card, and then you take from your bag of like combinations, and you say, okay, I'm going to multiply the left card by the right card, or something like that, and then you see what like then you need to do something where you spread out those inputs into all of the like actions that your model can take. This might be easier if I draw it, honestly, but
Um,
basically you're
what?
making a neural network with like random combinations of what you can do with the
Yeah,
inputs.
but like, see, the part where you say you're making a neural network is where you lose me because I don't like know what that means.
uh that's fair. And do you know like what a neural network is? Like, have you seen like a picture of one?
Yeah,
Am I So you know those like middle nodes where it looks like all the lines are just like kind of connecting at random?
yeah,
So they are actually connecting at random.
yeah.
And so what you do when you're doing like the GP version is you're making those random connections. So you know that like middle layer for the neural network
I
in
see.
GP, making all of those like middle layer circles with random combinations of the input. So what it'll actually look like is, let's say we have an input for every single spade that's been played, and it'll either say one, I've seen it played before, or zero, I haven't seen it played before. And then you're going to do some combination of all of those things together. So maybe you're going to say, okay, I'm going to add up all of the spades that I've seen. And I'm like, okay, I've seen four spades. That's another input you've just made in the middle of your network. And then you can move that into the next layer in the network, right?
Thank you for the raid, little doctor.
Yo, Pac, damn, you're getting rated by lots of people
I
today.
know, I know. I'm popular. What can I say?
Deserved, deserved. I hear you could use your Twitch Prime. Okay, I'm done.
You can use your Twitch Prime on Skygray TV to
No, you can't. Don't make me do taxes.
subscribe. Yeah, you don't got to do it till next year, right?
True.
All
I wonder
right,
if I can make like
I
this.
found a picture of a.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
look at
really
this.
good. Yeah.
I don't know what it
That,
means.
so the green ones at the bottom are going to be like the cards that you've seen played or whatever. I
Bruh.
wonder if I can make I wonder if I can make like a simple version of this for you and then you could just take it from there. That might be the do you have like Jupyter Notebook
No.
set up? Okay.
Can I just?
Uh
Is it easy to just run and then like?
yeah. Do you have Python, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Do you have a like a virtual environment set up in Python?
Let's go to this
Or
computer. Let's do new session. Let's make a directory called clanker, and let's do I have UV? Nope. How do you install a UV? Python 3 install
uh
UV.
I don't
We'll do
remember off the top of my head, but
this.
it's Venv something.
No, but
Unless you use Conda, which gets
that's
a
the
different thing.
old way.
You can do
Sure.
this.
This thing. Okay.
You can do this to make a Venv if you want it.
Uh. All right. I've got one.
Oh, sweet. You should be able to do like pip install Jupyter or Jupyter Lab if you want.
Uh. Jupyter.
I spelled like Ju like that.
Oh wait. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I've got it.
And then you should be able to run, I think it's this. I think it's just Jupyter Notebook.
Notebook. Sure, I've got one.
Okay, so this is nice because you can basically run a bunch of like random Python code in it.
Uh-huh.
So if you go to, I think it's by default it's local. So go to like open a web browser and go to localhost. I think it's 8888 is the default one.
Yeah, stand by on that one.
No worries.
You said 8888?
I think so.
Let me just forward that port. All right. Localhost 8888. Oh yeah, look at this. I'm in here. Token authentication is enabled.
Neat. Is it making you log into Jupyter?
Oh,
What? Click.
set up a
I've,
password.
that's you if you want it. I've never used it before.
Set up a password by entering your token and a new password. What's my token?
I don't. You just
Hmm.
install it. I don't know what this thing's asking for.
Your token and a new password.
I've. If you click the thing at the top of the page, does it take you to just like your notebooks? Because that might be. I've never seen Jupyter need a login before. I have no idea what's happening right now.
Well, let's make a token and a
Sure.
password. 1, 2, 3, 4? No.
Strong.
Blink if you're doing this against your will. Yeah, I am. Hold on. Let's also make a password, I guess.
Legit
Uh,
never. I'm looking up why this is even happening.
token or password. Oh, wait. All right, I got a 401. uh, uh-huh. If no password is configured, you need to open the server with its login token in the
What?
URL.
What login token? Have you used Jupyter before? Do you have like an environment variable that has
No.
this? Is so strange.
How to enable a password in place of token authentication. If you would like to avoid dealing with random tokens. Is it just this?
Um,
No, I don't think so. 302.
ap- apparently in the launch like configurations, you can set these flags and it won't ask you for anything.
Okay.
Sends it to you on Discord.
Oh, dash
Maybe try
dash.
relaunching with no token and no password.
Sure. Oh, now it's saying things.
Oh, I see the token in the URL.
Yeah.
That's so strange. I mean, I guess you could use that too.
Jupyter notebook.
Yeah.
All right. We're back.
Yay! You have a notebook.
Oh,
Should be able to
that's a
make a
dark name.
new. Should be a way to make a new like actual notebook in the top right or something. I don't remember. Oh yeah, and then Python 3. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in.
Yay! Thank you for going on this little escapade with me. This is basically like you can just run. It's kind of like a REPL almost, but it's
Mm-hmm.
way better. But you can just run a
I've
bunch of
seen it
like
before.
Python
I've
code.
just never set
Oh,
it up from nothing.
it's also nice for documenting stuff, but I don't really think that's required here. But you can do markdown in the cells if you feel like it.
Hello,
You can also do
world. Oh, oh, done. All right. What's the next step? Print.
so
Hey. Oh,
let me think about what you would actually do here. The next thing is probably you need to like set up how the models, like the model orchestration, basically. So like the thing that evaluates the models and decides like which one gets recombined and stuff.
yeah.
And then the other part that you need to do next is like the input mapping. So what's like the easiest way to get the game state that like, let's say I am the clanker and I'm currently looking like I'm in the middle of a game of euchre. How do I get all of the information that I'm allowed to see from your like actual version of the game? Like what does that look like in the data basically? Like, does that make sense?
Um, like we want to run it against my server, or
If it's the AI, it should probably like. Do you have a way that I could see like what cards? Let's start like maximum simple, right? Let's just say like, can I see? How do I see what cards are in my hand, and how do I see what cards have been played for this trick?
I don't know what you're asking me.
Sorry.
Like like uh, are we creating a new implementation of the game in Python, or do we want to like run this against the existing like, because we have a server that implements like the game.
Right.
Um, I don't know which one of
Can I
those is better.
can I like call to the server and be like, hey, what are the cards in my hand, and then like receive that somehow?
Kinda. Yeah, I mean you can like it would be kind of heavy, but we could just every time you open a WebSocket to the server, it'll give you the state of the world. So we could do that.
Fair enough.
Um,
Um, there's gonna be like two parts of this now that I'm thinking about it a little bit better, because I think you are gonna have to basically like remake Euchre in Python, but that's just to actually train the models, which I think you'd have to
yeah.
do with RF anyways. So like you will
I
need a working
could
version of Euchre in Python.
I could maybe wrap my implementation. It's in C++, so I could maybe
Mm,
wrap it in a thing that I can call from Python instead of rewriting the whole game.
that would work, yeah. You just need
Uh,
something to like evaluate the game state and everything. It wouldn't That shouldn't be too bad.
The game state log that records actions and game state for each players. Yeah.
Oh, that would work, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Like a log of every like card played, so that way you could just run back through the logs and be like, okay, I've seen someone play like the ace of spades.
let
I've
me
seen.
let me look at my code and see how awful it would be to like wrap it as a standalone thing. If we go to the game.cpp,
It's possible you won't even need this because like once you train the models, you can just use like the model output and just hook that into your game. So I don't think it would ever need to call out to the Python. I think the Python code is just how you train the models. But like once it's in the game, you don't need the Python code anymore, if that makes sense.
once you right, but I'm more so wondering what it would be faster. Will it be faster to adapt my C++ code to call to Python, or will it be faster to rewrite the whole game? Because the game is
Hmm.
like, it's a little bit annoying to implement.
It seems kind of annoying, yeah. Because like the
But I could just
suits
port this
changing.
code. Yeah, the suits changing is annoying. Um, so the way this works, we've got handler args, and game.h has handler args. So I would need to wait. Can I just mock these and then it's fine? Actually,
Can I when would you like want to implement this thing? Because I might take a crack at this anyways.
I
You
mean, I'm
got me
trying
like,
to do it like today. I don't know,
oh, okay.
but
Never mind.
unless
I have
you
to get
think
back to my actual job soon.
this is like a more than a few days effort.
Um, in my head, yeah, a little bit.
Ah, I'll be a
If you want it
quitter.
done like today, I would maybe look at the was the CFR library or something to see if you could. That's I don't know how long that would take either because you got to like understand how all of that code works and see what you can rip. I
But
wonder if
I
there's
mean,
like
okay,
another.
let's say I have a thing that gives me the states. Let's assume that this part I can get working by just wrapping my implementation. So that means we're gonna get the state as like a JSON object.
Mm,
Um, and that'll be the state of like the whole game. So it's
yeah.
uh I can show you what it looks like. It's like
Is that going to be the same as like what you can see when it's the actual AI though? Because what the AI can know and like the state of the game are slightly different, right? Like you can't know
right,
the
right,
cards
right.
in
We
the
need to like
future.
make a view into it for each
Yeah.
player. Um where's the thing? Bot. Yeah. So the state of the game is like uh all of the cards that have been played so far in this hand, trump, your hand, the cards in the current trick that have been like played. So like the cards on the table right now.
Mhm.
Scores, we don't need that. We don't need the chat.
I would think scores actually you probably would want that to be an input
uh
because it's gonna change. Like if you might be riskier when the like scores are lower.
oh, interesting.
If you're like if
So you would
the
train it
enemy
for a
team is
full game, not just like one
yeah
hand.
yeah for sure.
Okay. I mean, we can do that. Yeah, whose turn it is, who the dealer is, what phase the game is in. So that's like voting versus the playing.
I did find a euchre playing bot
Oh
on
yeah.
GitHub that you could just maybe rip. If you
I
needed
don't.
like an AI by today,
No, I don't need it today. I'd rather try it because we're gonna make one that's like the old fashioned, handcrafted, you know,
sure, yeah.
uh, Boolean logic brain. Um, but we want one of the AIs to be the you can get infinite training data just by playing games.
That's kind of the idea behind this, I think, is you would just have them keep playing games against each other forever.
Yeah. I do have a bot already that plays the least optimally, which is it cheats on every move. It it just plays the first card in its hand at all times.
Even if it's illegal?
Yes.
Oh, wait, can you take illegal actions?
Um Technically yes.
Should the bot be able to take illegal actions?
It's a great question. I think I think you'll find that optimal play, like I think we can just rule it out because I think optimal
Okay,
play you
yeah.
shouldn't take illegal actions
Yeah, I agree with that.
because if you're playing against a good player, they'll catch it every time. Like there's
Right,
no world where you take an illegal action that I don't notice.
right.
If I'm a good player. So it's always gonna lose you points to cheat.
That makes sense.
But if I'm a bad player, you should probably be cheating a little bit.
Is there a way you can see like all of the stuff that's oh, is played cards like all of the cards that have been played before this trick? And trick is just
uh
the ones on this trick?
yeah, all of the cards in this hand.
Okay,
It resets every hand, every deal.
gotcha. Cool. Okay, I think that's actually like all. I think this is actually enough. Because when you're training the model, like the
Hmm.
Trump suit doesn't really matter because it's like you can basically get rid of the Trump suit and just like when you do the card mapping, you just you'll have one like array of inputs for the Trump cards basically, and so you don't need to know it's like, oh, the Jack of Hearts is like hearts being Trump and spades being Trump is the same thing, right?
Yeah,
It's
but
just
don't I also have to keep track of whether it followed suit or not?
you have to do that, but you can still do that by only keeping track of like by doing the mapping of is this like the Trump suit or is it the off color suit or is it one of the two, or sorry, is it the Trump colors, is it the Trump suit, is it the same color suit, or is it one of the two
Does it save me a lot to
off
do
color?
that?
I think so, because then you don't need to like, because then in the brain of like the AI, it's not thinking like, oh, I have like the ace of hearts in my hand. It's thinking, okay, I have the ace of off color suit two or whatever.
Yeah,
You
but
don't have to.
it oh, I see.
You need it to like map the cards into those bins, but once they're in the bins, it doesn't really care what the actual like
So there's still probably
what the
gonna
label.
be 3 bins of, but it's so weird because when
It's four
you're
bins, but
4 bin. So when you're leading, you can pick any card.
yeah,
So when you're
yep.
leading, there's really only two options, which is do I play Trump or do I play not Trump?
I th- I
Well, I
think the
guess
way
it's
it'll
still, yeah.
I think the way it'll work out is you'll have a probability for each of the five cards in your hand, and you'll take the highest probability of like best play from those five cards, or however many cards you have in your hand. So there'll be inputs like, did my partner decide to? Am I the dealer? Did I pick it up? Did my partner ask me to pick it up? Like that stuff will work into the network, and then you'll say, okay, since my dealer asked me to pick it up, and I have like the Jack of Spades or whatever, that card has like a higher probability or something. And so you'll get a probability mapping for all of the cards in your hand, and you'll just play the one with the highest. I think is the way that the model will like work out.
Okay.
The only other tricky part is doing the actual like getting the game state as you see it here from this like initial state dictionary and mapping it into neural
Inputs.
networks work best when the inputs are between 1 and 0, and so you probably just need like a binary input for each thing. And so I think the way it'll work is you'll have one input for literally like there's three states a card can be in, right? I've seen it played, it's in my hand, or it's in the trick. So you have you have 6 numbers per suit. You have 4 suits, that's 24. And then you have 3 states that the card can be in. So that's, what is that? 48 plus 24 is 68 plus 4, 72. So there's like 72 binary inputs for
But
like the simplest version of this.
hold
What's up?
on. It's not just whether or not it's in the trick. It's like, because doesn't it matter if it's the first card in the trick?
That part comes later when you do the
Oh,
mapping all of my legal moves. So you'll have a probability for each card in your hand, and then that will be filtered through what's actually legal to play.
gotcha.
And
But doesn't it
intrinsically
also
in the
matter like
model,
what is like my partner's card? Like who's currently winning? I don't know.
yeah, you can explode it out a little bit more. So you could say scene cards that my partner has played, scene cards that the other team has played, cards in my hand, and then cards in the trick that my partner has played, cards in the trick that the other players have played. So
Okay.
that's 5 times 24. So that's 120 inputs, which isn't honestly that's fine. That's a fine amount of inputs. And then probably I'd leave like 10 or 20 for like which trick is it in the round? So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. What are the scores? 0 through 10 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the good news is, like, for the legality of the moves, I assume this kind of network would sort of figure out on its own which moves are legal or not, because it'll, like, just intrinsically, as you do, like, combinations and stuff, the models that try to always pick illegal cards, the other cards will be disproportionately lower, like, value. And so eventually it'll, like, work out on its own what's legal or not. But you still probably need the filter on it.
Yeah. Um. Hmm. Do we deal with alone? Going alone? Or we just ignore that?
I think, I mean, maximum lazy is ignore it for now, but I think that's a decision you make in the voting round. And so when you make one of these for the voting round, you would probably make that decision there.
Yeah, but do you
For the
play it
actual,
differently if you're going alone or an opponent's going alone?
I think you could map that into this network. So I would say for this one, have them play like random hands over and over of like different scores and different trick configurations or whatever. And some of them can be like partner win alone. Well, if partner win alone, you just literally don't play the game,
You
but
don't play.
it's pretty easy. But there's like, am I alone? Is the enemy players alone or something?
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can play it like if you set this up right, you can play like 10 million games overnight or something. So you can have all kind of configurations.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Especially because my implementation's gonna be C++, maybe.
That'd be cool. I mean, you could do it in C++. I don't know why I put you on the Python path. You could do it however you want,
Oh, can you
especially if you're
just do the
building it by
whole
hand.
thing? And
Yeah, there's nothing particularly like in Python.
oh, we're not gonna use any like library or anything to.
Uh,
We don't
I
need
mean,
anything.
there's probably stuff out there you could grab, and if there is, it's probably in Python, but
Yeah. I
not
didn't
necessarily like
realize.
if you're building like a simple version of this, you don't necessarily need anything else. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like I'm leading you down a path that requires like 15 hours to do something that literally already exists on GitHub, but
Well, I figured it already existed, but I don't know how to make it from nothing. I don't
I think it'd
mind
be
using like libraries if it helps with the weird part. But okay. I think I get the idea. I just don't
I'm
know
trying to
what
see.
I do once I have my inputs, I guess.
So yeah, once you have everything mapped into this, it'll basically be like a long vector with just ones and zeros in it, right?
Yeah.
Um, you're basically making like a tree, but instead of one root node, there's one root for every card you have in your hand,
One root for every card.
and then
Okay.
it'll have basically random combinations of that big vector. So, and you don't necessarily need to choose what those are. So you just need a set of like combination nodes, basically, and you're just going to randomly pick X amount of nodes to combine from the vector
Oh.
for some Y operation, and then that node will have some result, and then you just
Yeah, and then you just kind of take the better one.
yeah, if it does well, then cool. And when you so there's the last part of this puzzle is like you randomly combine all these things, right? And you're going to make like 100 networks that are all just absolutely basically playing at random. Um, you're going to have them all play against each other for like 100 games or something. You're going to take so if you have a generation of 100, the ratio is somewhere around like 90% of the next generation should just be randomly picked from the previous generation, weighted towards the top. So like, just
Yeah, yeah.
pick 90, but if you're higher up, if you score better, you should be more likely to get picked. Um, you do like 7 are what is called like recombination. So you take some like 2 of the best models and you combine their nodes together. So again, it's pretty much just random, but like you just take a little bit of A, a little bit of B, and you just combine them together. So you'll have a network with like nodes from both A and B. And then
Mm-hmm.
the last one is called mutation, which is just take a model that did really well and change one of the nodes in that model, or like 1 or 5 of the nodes in that model, depending on the size of the model. So instead of like a subtraction, just change it to an addition, basically. And it'll only change like one small part of the model, but then that might make it perform better. And then now you have your next generation of like 100, and you make them play against each other again, and then do the same thing over and over and over.
Okay. Where can I find what you just said, but like written down as
That's a
a
good
as a reference?
that's a good question. I have a book, but that's not helpful.
uh,
Let me see. I bet, unironically, I bet if you ask ChatGPT or like Claude or something for a like genetic programming example of this, I think it could probably do it pretty fine
yeah,
if you want to go that route.
I don't. Uh,
That's fair. uh, let
I
me find some
would.
because the okay, the best place to learn this is unironically a book called A Field Guide to Genetic Programming, and I'll link it to you. But like, don't. It would take you like 7 days to read it all or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but uh, I feel like I've seen a Code Bullet video where they did this. Genetic programming. Let me see if I can find like a quick version of this with like pictures. Would be perfect.
Yeah, because like I mean I get the idea, but like when it
Yeah.
comes to implementation detail, it's like you gotta do it pretty specific.
Yeah, and I honestly like I think it would be really cool and I think it would like be a fun project, but I don't think it's a fast way of getting this done and I feel like
What?
you
I
could
can type
just
fast.
import some model that already can do all of this. I don't know. Oh, DataCamp is good though. I see the website you're on. I like that website a lot.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I liked it a lot like 5 years ago before they went all AI everything, but
Oh,
it's still good. Like the old stuff is still solid.
when's this one from? 2024. Oh,
I'll take it. That's fine. I like DataCamp a lot though. I bet here scroll down really quick. Let me just see their code.
what about their picture? Uh,
Oh yeah, they get it. They get it. Yeah.
yeah, you define the fitness function,
Yeah.
create the flattest U shape.
I mean, it's U-shape, scoring, and euchre. What's the difference, really?
Random library to generate a population of random solutions. Okay. A selection function.
I bet there is libraries that let you input your vector shape and your like combination node stuff, and it will just randomly mutate for you. I bet. I feel like TensorFlow has one, but I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, this looks like it maybe has the whole. This has the main loop.
Perfect. Yeah, just
Create a
do
main
that. Just
loop
do
that
that.
will put all the pieces together. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, easy. I can Okay, what is J2 talking about with a game log? A game state log. How would that That's not relevant for this, is it?
I think it's just the same way of getting the game state like information. So you can either reconstruct it by like looking
Hmm.
at the entire log and seeing like, okay, since the start of the trick, what's been played, and you could like
Started.
construct the state of the world for the model that way.
Ah.
Or you could call the server and be like, hey, what am I allowed to know? Because I'm an AI. Just tell me what I'm allowed to know.
Yeah, I think I can wrap the the game is kind of already modular.
Yeah.
Um so I think I can just wrap this and just write the whole thing in a different main function that calls into this thing and it'll be
There you go.
good.
The only thing I think it might be missing is the like who's played the cards. Because if you just have a list of all of the cards played, I don't know if you could
Yeah,
necessarily
I
reconstruct it.
want that anyways for what we're doing. Because
Mm.
for the game, the the reason we have the list of played cards is because the way we're going to implement cheating is
Yeah.
you can play any card, and if you play an illegal card, it gets marked on the server.
Um.
And then at any time, you can accuse another player of cheating, but you have to
Mm.
point out which card they played that was illegal. And if you're right, you get points. If you're wrong, they get points.
Oh,
So that's the way
kind of sick.
we're doing
Wait, actually,
cheating.
you can only play one card on your turn, right?
Yeah.
So if you know the turn order and you have the list of all the cards played, you can reconstruct who played which
You
card, right?
can, but it gets weird with the going alone, is what I realized, and so I'm
Uh,
just gonna tag them all with the ID.
That makes sense, yeah. Just disable going alone, you know? Make it like an MVP euchre.
Yeah. Yeah, going alone is a surprisingly important part of the game.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Plus, it's fun as hell.
Yeah.
Do you have like screw the dealer and stuff too?
Yeah, yeah. Did you see the what we have so far? Wait, I ran the wrong scene.
I saw the picture you sent me, but
Look at
I haven't seen like
this.
the actual. Yeah, yeah. Show me, show me. That's so sick. Why are all of your cards aces?
Yeah, this part's not done yet.
Oh, fair, fair, fair. Yeah.
The like control nodes have the real stuff
Oh, sure, sure. Yeah.
because I implemented that first.
Oh, nice. Dang, you got a good hand there too. Sheesh.
Oh, I do. What should we order up? Oh, well, let's do clubs. Clubs
I see. It
alone.
seems good to me.
Clubs alone. What?
Heck yeah.
Wait, no. Clubs. No.
Wait, what happened?
I passed on that suit was turned down. I passed on clubs. All
The
right, we're
euchre
going
gods gave you
spades.
the
We're going
perfect
spades
hand.
alone anyways. Fuck it. All right, what did they play? Nine of hearts. Why did my partner just play?
Oh no.
Partner? Uh, my partner has it right now with the ace of spades, so I'm gonna throw it off.
Wise. That's wise. Very wise.
I didn't see what was played, but I'm gonna
Your time to shine, I
play
fear.
on the left. Oh, good thing I did too. Now clear the right. We're taking them all.
Oh yeah. If you see it, if you see a, have you seen the ace of clubs yet? You might walk.
I think my partner led with it at the beginning. My partner's got more trump. King of
Oh.
spades. That was unfortunate. Oh, but I can take this one. All right, we get four. Unfortunate.
4 out of 5 ain't bad. Get your 1 point.
It's
I
still
think
got a bit of work to do here.
if you had 4 clubs in real life and you passed on the 9 of clubs like IRL, I think I would tilt off the face of the planet just to
And then I
find
go
that.
alone with
There
clubs.
you go.
Yeah, we got a good cast of characters here.
Yeah, I like him. He's a cool guy.
We got Bradley as well. We got Eugene.
It's crazy because I think if you like mapped the face of like every average euchre player onto like you ever see those things where they do that? They like map like here's everyone's face, the average face in America or whatever. If you did average face of euchre player, I think you would actually hit the first guy you showed me.
Yeah, we actually this is all of them.
Oh
You can
wow.
only play boomers in this game. Is the rule.
I mean, if the shoe fits, you know.
It's kind of the target audience of the game,
Yeah.
so
Looking good so far though.
yeah, we found like a PSX character pack, and I was like, there's like 8 really good old people in this pack. Like, what if
Hell
we can
yeah.
only play as the old people?
You made the right decision for
I know.
sure.
It's lore accurate. Only old
Oh,
people play cards.
speaking of old people playing cards, I think I have to go back to my real job
Oh
now.
my
I
god.
apologize.
How does that have
No.
anything to do with old people playing cards?
Listen, I can go through the motions, but I'd save us both the time.
All right.
Thanks for having me. Sorry I led you down the dark evil path
Don't
of creating
even
AI and
worry about it.
genetic programming. Feel free to say that this is all very dumb and a waste of your time, and then go get like the library that already does everything you needed to do and doesn't have to build everything from scratch.
No, I mean, look, it's not even that much code. They got it all right here.
Oh, true. Yeah, just copy that. There you go.
I wonder if I should just do it in the Python though. Hmm.
Um, I mean, if you already have like the game evaluator
I
thing in C++,
know.
it'll run faster in C++ too. There's no rule
Yeah.
that says you have to do ML in Python.
There is kind of like an unwritten rule.
That is true.
Penalize downward facing U shapes heavily. What
I
are
think
we
in your
even
case that'll
trying
be
to do? Need to read this again.
in your case that'll be models that don't score a lot of points playing euchre.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to forget everything you said as soon as you leave.
Right on. Yeah, like I said, just go get the package that already does it for you. You don't gotta walk
Yeah,
the dark
I'll
path
go
of
back to the
learning
genetic
AI.
engineering Wikipedia
Yeah.
page. I think I was
Yeah,
onto
call me when you
something.
get one of those like $10,000 machines that can like make mice's fur glow in the dark or
Yeah,
something.
I'm going to
I'm
make the
interested to see
mice that can play euchre.
it. I'm excited for that. Good luck, good luck. Take it easy.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right. Did anyone write that down? Did anybody get all that? What are they doing in this article? Oh, you got it? You got it? Okay. It's so genes. I don't remember anything that guy said. Uh so if you select the darker color, then you increase its ratio in the population. A random change in the trait in the next generation. And then you do the crossover. Uh-huh. Yeah. I've seen people do this before on YouTube. In nature, an individual's fitness is determined by its ability to survive and reproduce. If you die before you reproduce, you have a fitness of 0. If you have 12 grandchildren, your fitness will be higher. In genetic algorithms, fitness is similar but a little different. Evaluates how well a solution solves the problem at hand. Right. So if you win 0 points, you're not very fit. You're pretty bad, actually. The population in a genetic algorithm is a set of candidate solutions, often called individuals. Can be coded as binary strings, arrays, or other data structures. Each chromosome could represent a set of input values to a function we need to optimize. Yeah, okay. So input value is like the starting state of the game. Wait, is it the starting state or is it one turn of the game? I feel like it's interesting too because there's luck involved in this game. Like you can just get shit cards. So I wonder if part of the the competition do you play it both ways? Do you play out the game, then swap the hands around and then play it out again to reduce the bias of the card RNG? That sounds like maybe it's a thing. Fitness function evaluates an individual's ability to solve the problem we're interested in. If you run enough games, the RNG comes out in the wash. Okay. But would my thing be bad? Or would it be fine? To just run it twice. Once with the hands the one way. Both ways is fine. Okay. The fitness function evaluates each individual's ability to solve a problem we're interested in. Assigns a fitness value to each individual. Genetic algorithms? Yeah. Supposedly. It's more likely than you think. Okay. So I think our fitness function is literally just How many points did you win? Right? Selection function. Pretty reasonable fitness function. Average points over 100 games or something. Yeah, that's fair. Selection function chooses individuals from the population to reproduce based on their fitness. Individuals with higher fitness are more likely to be chosen for reproduction. Gotcha. Well, I mean, step one is to do these two, right? That's where we start. Then this is just like, is this natural selection? Yeah. Then the crossover function is the weird one, right? Crossover and mutation are the weird ones. I still feel like I'm missing something. Let's build our own genetic algorithm to solve a simple optimization problem. We'll use a genetic algorithm to find the combinations of values for A, B, and C that result in the flattest parabola. Yeah. Okay. So we've got a fitness function. It takes in 3 inputs. Okay. I'm lost again. At what point do we like so does the where does the state of the like of the network exist? Cuz isn't an individual like a network? It's not just or like it's the parameters, right? But the parameters in this case are just the like I don't know. I think because this example is so contrived, I'm like confused. Because in this example, it's like, uh, I guess it makes sense. I guess is this what you were saying with like we have extra inputs that are just like the individuals would be specific values of A, B, and C. Right. But those are the same as our inputs in this case, no? Large vector of the game state. Huh. But doesn't that just give us a big list of like what game states are good? Is that what we want? What am I trying to do? We want to make a bot that plays this card game. We'll see many game states when you're evaluating it, good and bad. Right, but what is a model? A model is just the inputs? That doesn't seem right. A network of combinations of the inputs. Yeah, I feel like that's the step that's missing from this example. Am I crazy? Because this just like literally finds a solution to the problem. It doesn't. Just does different values of A, B, and C. Right, but we're trying to optimize I guess I don't know how to represent the model. For blackjack parameters would be like, when do we stop hitting? Like, I don't know how to think of model versus inputs. I'm not sure what that is. HTTYD. Oh, how to train your dragon? Your model will basically be a neural network. Okay. How do I represent that? Like in code, like what do I? What is a neural network represented as? Directed graph. Thank you. That's what I don't. Because that's like not in here, right? As far as I can tell. Unless I'm missing something. Neural network is just matrices. Sure. A matrix that represents a directed graph. Oi, maths. Yeah. We could try asking GPT in very high level overview terms, how would I train a model to play euchre with genetic programming? A program. Define the policy representation. You have to go to work? No worries. Do you know any good comprehensive learning materials, both digital and analog, for all levels of maths? All levels? No. That's I mean, maybe like Khan Academy. Yeah. Khan Academy is probably like the closest you'll get to like a good resource that has like everything. But there's like better resources for specific things. Like if you want the goat, you know, greatest to ever do it. But this doesn't do everything. This is like some specific things. But probably my favorite math resource of all time right here. Thank you, Paul. Very cool. Score equals W1 what? Oh, sure. Yeah, if we want to do both parts. Get sneezed into existence. Hello. Strategies can be random trees. Yeah, okay, sure. Run many simulated games. Decision trees could be interesting. So same thing, do genetic programming, but use decision trees to as the representation. Reminds me of a series of YouTube videos. Oh, I don't know if we need more rabbit holes right this second. My brain context window is very close to full. Scikit-learn. It's good libraries for making them. You think I don't know how to make a tree? I don't know how to make a tree. No, you're good. I'm just like, you know? Oh my god, it's Python. How could you? All right, these pictures, you've lost me. You've officially lost me. But that's okay. We're gonna do some gradient boosting. It's time. It's time to get gradient boosted. Oh, don't worry. I'm also not being helpful. Historical champions. Choose stronger agents to reproduce. Yeah, so that'll be the interesting thing is how do you combine the two trees? Just swap nodes at random? Hell yeah. Hello. Hi, Doto. Genetic operators. Example rule tree crossover. Replace a subtree. And paste anyways? Alright, I click anyways. There's a lot going on here. Looks interesting. Having it be a program seems insane. Like the tree is just an AST. We just evolved the AST. Give it a maximum of 1 second to run. Yeah, it's all about filtering out the maybe to get the surely. This is feasible on a single CPU cluster. Oh, I've got a cluster. Harder to optimize subtle play. Here we go with the counterfactual regret minimization again. Successfully evolved with genetic methods. What's a trick-taking game? It's a game like euchre. It's a card game where you take tricks. You have 5 cards. You play them one at a time. Everybody plays one card. Whoever plays the best card wins what they call a trick. And then you play another one. You play another one. And then whoever gets the most tricks for the hand gets points. Yeah, I do think we're too deep to back out and do. Well, okay. If we want to try RL later, we can use that RL card thing and like just do that. So we can do the genetic from nothing maybe. Why the heck do card games have the most out of nowhere names? Yeah, true. I will be right back. Okay. So, if we were to go to here, also let me just commit everything. Commit everything. If we go to game, how do I want to do this? Don't think that's used. That's okay though. Hello. Doxing my GitHub. How dare you? What do I want to do here? Let's get rid of this folder actually. Let's come out to one more. Let's copy game to GP so we can just butcher it. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Game server. Let's call it, I don't know, just GP. That's not a command, is it? Oh, it is. Fuck. All right, let's not call it that. Okay, that's not a command. Okay. Look at this. This is how you start every good program. Right? Game. You think it's gonna work? Nope, we got some issues. In app.h, the game coordinator. Right. Game coordinator. That should be fine. Still have a loop somewhere in game. Okay. Loop. Oh. Right, so don't do that. You don't need SSL or crypto. You don't need to make WebSockets. That should be okay. Huh. Make clean? Make? Uh-huh. Why doesn't it make main? For some reason it's not finding main. But it should. Hmm. Do I have to name it the, At one point I had 20 unit tests, or 20 units of fiat currency from 2 units. That's like 10x. That's a lot. Where the heck is my file going? Did I delete too many things from my makefile? It kind of feels like it. Yeah. Yeah, I deleted this part, which is supposed to be part of it. Oops. We just gotta get rid of this, and then this. And then this. Okay. There we go. It runs. Amazing. Make a nothing program. It's the DPI of my screen? I don't know. How do you know that sort of thing? Got Fallout New Vegas working on my Steam Deck. Yeah, 60, but about 67 DPI. LS DPI. Not a command. What's the resolution and what's the size? I I know one of those things. It's 1080p. Same resolution as the stream, I think. I hope. Unless I'm streaming in 720, I forget. Output? No, I'm streaming in 1080. think it's about 4 inches. It's my monitor. Or it's either 4 or 400 inches, one of those two. Or maybe like 27, I'm not sure. Or it could be like 20. Or it could be 30. It's somewhere between 1 and 100. What's up, Twinum? Oh, you know. Just writing the most insane program ever. Look at this. Look at this. I just finished this. I know. I know. Pretty impressive. Look at it. It's crazy. It compiles and everything. I'll show you. Boom. I'm gonna crash my CPU? I hope not. I wish Steam made a 1080p Steam Deck. Ooh. So like so like okay. Cooking a bash script right now and genuinely tweaking. See, now that's something I could do. What is going on over here? Oh, am I also in Tmux over here? Uh so I think I want to I don't know. Oh boy. I forgot everything we said. We need a function that we can feed in uh hmm. Our fitness function is going to play a lot of games. So we pass in like 4 individuals. No. Wait. Wait. We can't just pass in 1, right? For agent and population, play 10,000 euchre hands. Opponents can be okay. But we're only evaluating 1. I guess. At a time. Or can we evaluate 4 at a time? Or is that dumb? Yeah, opponents can be other population members. So I think we shuffle up our individuals. We group them into groups of 4, and then we run a bunch of games. And then average points per hand. Okie doke. So I have to think about how we're storing a decision tree. Blech. If I want to represent each individual as a four things. Yeah, but we're not that far yet. We don't even have individuals or the ability to play the game. How would that look? Boolean or numeric tests about the game state. Leaf nodes output an action. Condition, true branch, false branch. Oh, we just got a little binary tree. What state does the game have? State of the game is a lot of things. It's the cards that you have, the cards that have been played, uh, the probably like the score of the hand. Um, what state is relevant to make a move? Total history of moves is? Yeah, basically. Because you sort of need to know what cards are left. Um, card play phase. Play card index. Play lowest. Abstract actions like play lowest, simplify evolution. Hmm. Good morning. So is this something I would write a big list of? Is all of the conditions and all of the... And then it just maps out like what is the optimal way to structure all of the conditions? Is that what's happening? I guess so. That kind of makes sense. So this is like writing the if else except using an algorithm to decide what order the if else's go in, and I just come up with the conditions. Interesting. Why do we want this over a neural net? Hmm. Small data. Yeah, but I just like I question whether this will be as good. Hmm. Example card play tree. Partner winning. Yes. Play lowest. Yeah, I mean that would make sense. Hmm. Sure. Oh, you could change that of the condition. Mm-hmm. I love how it says usually. Like this is this is my biggest gripe with AI is it's like it acts like everything you ask is something that people are just like constantly doing. Yeah, the way people usually train their euchre bots, because everybody's trained a euchre bot. Even if you ask it for something that's like probably 10 people have done, it'll be like, oh yeah, the way I usually like to do this. Most commonly. Reasonably strong play, but what if I want the best? What are the trade-offs here of decision tree versus neural net? Mine tells me I'm the first in the world to do something. Oh dang. Tree depth grows quickly when modeling interactions between many variables. Policy is opaque. Yeah, but I'd rather have the opaque one. That sounds cooler. Why did Sky tell me to pivot? What's up with that? More engineering complexity. Often comparable to intermediate human players. No, no, no. We can't have none of that intermediate. We need this bot to be good. Oh, these ones almost always use neural networks. We don't care about interpretability. Yeah, card counting behavior. That's what we're going for. Low versus moderate to high. Uh-oh. Gulp. Many strong agents combine both. Whoa. Okay, let's look at what the prior art is. Euchre neural net bot. GitHub. Albert. This is some science going on. A fork of RL card designed for reinforcement learning in Euchre. That's what I was gonna do. Oh, wait, this is this one. Yeah, okay. This is a fork of RL card with added Euchre environments and updated PyTorch agents. Heavily modified to work with DQN and NFSP agents. File not found. Slightly simplified. Does not include the option to go alone. clean code. Valid suit. What? Oh, black Joker, red Joker. Interesting. Not implemented. Hmm. I hate pushing so much for collab. For collab. Okay, judge a trick. Indeed. Self-taught center? The ads got you? Oh, I'm sorry. And trick. Hmm. Maybe I should just clone this thing and try it. Oh, paper.pdf. Declined in popularity. Hi. Not for long. Neural fictitious self-play. We find that while these methods often perform much better than random, they only beat smart rule-based agents just over 50% of the time, even with a large amount of training and clever augmentation. This might suggest that tree search methods will likely perform better on games like this. Well, maybe that's no good then. Related work. Reinforcement learning has seen significant success in game playing problems from Atari games to poker. Euchre has a massive state space, and thus model-based methods are intractable, as they require too much storage and training examples to work well. Because the significantly larger state spaces often turn to Q-learning, or SARSA. These methods can often be very slow. Both work by keeping a Q matrix that stores the inferred values of each state action pair. It eats space to think, exactly. Oh, interesting. Though there have many demonstrations of these methods on many games, there's been little interest in Euchre. One interesting approach was to use MCTS. All other Euchre AI attempts seem to be human-coded rule-based agents. Okay. Can't click that. I think we looked at that one though. This is the Golang one? Yeah. Average differences between the optimal player and different player implementations. Is lower good? MCTS is definitely the best of the three, but not much better than the rule implementation. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Paired and unpaired? Interesting. In each stage of euchre, there's some uncertainty from which cards each player holds. Interesting. I feel like I got a different number for this. I feel like I got like 10 to the 24. I think this is overestimating by a lot. Oh, wait. Okay, this is the starting states. 10 to the 22. Yeah, okay. When we represent this, we will need to separate based on what is observable to a given agent and what is not. For comparisons, we use both a random agent and rule agent as baselines. Random agent is one that selects from each legal action uniformly at random. That's one way to do it. One can program a very performant agent of euchre using rules conditioned on only the observable state as described in section 3.4. This very strong baseline as it closely mirrors human expert play. Teams of 2 trained agents versus teams of rule agents. We show results where the metric is win percentage over 50 averaged across 1,000 games. Given the nature of euchre, playing a game is computationally expensive, and thus we only run 1,000 games per evaluation. Rules agent closely mimics human play. They're difficult baselines to beat. Interesting. Yikes. Yeah, the DQN is not very good. Well, I guess this is overtraining. Hmm. Nearly immediately, the relative win rate is about above -5%. Pre-trained on the rule agent data has a training curve. Hey, 3% edge? It's not very good. Future directions into MCTS are certainly worth exploring. Interesting. Okay, maybe this is a bad direction to head then if the like I code it based on my knowledge of the game thing is actually just better than a trained one. It looks like potentially they got a little bit smarter than that, but you would need to extend this graph out to see where it ends up, I think. Hmm. Is there euchre rule agent in here? Oh, rule agent. So what do they do? All right. If you only have one legal action, you do that. If your hand has 6 cards, you got to figure out which one to discard. So you count how many suits are in your hand. And you get the worst card for the worst suit. And you discard it. I don't even think that's the best strategy. Maybe it is. Depends on what this function does. Because there's sometimes where it's better to discard a higher card if it means... Or actually, maybe that is what it's doing. Maybe it's counting how many cards are in that suit. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, I think that's right. If not, Trump called. Count how many suits we have. Get our best suit. Random choice. Oh, come on, I don't agree with this at all. You're gonna tell me that's the best strategy? It's not bad. Hmm. Yeah. Is there even a good strategy at this stage? Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Um, but it might just be the case that, like, I don't know. Were there any other results? This is the same paper that I read? Yeah. Um, yeah, there's still this one. Surprisingly, not a lot of building a euchre playing algorithm. Our first plan of attack was to build a flowchart of conditionals with options that the AI player would execute based upon the cards they had in hand and their position in the game. We were wrong. After about a month of working in my spare time to patch together this heuristic algorithm, I decided to start reading up on MCTS. Uh, okay. Interesting. What is this? Human bot. Oh, the human bot is you take input from standard in. Random bot, basic bot. Okay. Python information set Monte Carlo tree search library for learning and analysis of games. Euchre static. Euchre run server. I'm sorry, what am I looking at? Okay, it shells out to Python. I thought this was gonna be a bash script. Euchre play.py. Yeah, I saw it too. Huh. Show percent chance of winning while playing euchre. Whoa. Oh, it's got like a front end and everything. Huh. Whoa. Testbed for card games valet. What is? Games in Valet span several major families of traditional card games. Interesting. I don't know. Seems like the prior work is not the most thorough. Oh, I'm getting tired. Yeah, it might be. All right, well, we did a lot of reading. We learned some things. Um I will probably revisit this. I think we've been digging deep but not wide. I feel like we have been digging wide. What do you mean? The best way is just random pick one. I feel like we did the opposite. We went wide but not deep. So I'm curious why you said the inverse of that. But I was surprised to see that their neural net bots didn't outperform the rule agent. That is, maybe they just didn't train enough. That's kind of surprising. Just trying to make sense of it all. Yeah. There's certainly a lot of approaches. Seems like MCTS is probably the strongest way to go. Is that the only place they said euchre? Yes. Hmm. Well, those are cool looking graphs. All right. It's definitely too late to start implementing a thing. So I gotta call it. Where do we go? Who to raid? Yeah, you want me to raid myself? I'll do it. I'm crazy like that. Oh, it won't let me. Oh no, I made it to the bottom. I don't think I've ever raided Randy. Alrighty. See you later.